Johannesburg in the 1960s was a bustling city. This is where my brother Aubrey and I grew up and spent most of our elementary and high school years together. In 1961, I was in grade 1. Before going to school in the mornings, I took a walk through my mom's beautiful flower garden to smell the roses. To this day, I remember how much she loved her flowers. We lived in a modest house in the south of Johannesburg. My parents had moved up there from the windy city of Port Elizabeth. My dad didn't realize it, but he was actually documenting their times in life for us. Fonny and Baby were good, loving parents. I now see them as young people who grew up and raised a family, with all the ebbs and flows it took. They stimulated us a lot. Early on, we took swimming lessons. Here, Aubrey is swimming with our swimming instructor, Hans Buetta, still in his early 20s. But for us, he was an adult, rather old. My dad took his camera everywhere. He documented the way people dressed, the cars, and a department store called OK Bazaars. That's like the Loblaws of today, everything red. Johannesburg was like a European city. I loved growing up there. That's my brother. I was not a good athlete and had to find other ways to deal with this situation. Well, if you can't beat them, join them in the chanting. Well, my mom was so good. Just look at this nice costume she made me. She sewed it herself. It was beautiful. And all of it so I could look good too. Oh my goodness, I love her so for this. There were 3 teams in the house. They were called after antelope, impala, saber, and the third team, I can't remember, it started with an M, as you can see there. And look at all those trophies. My goodness, everything was taken seriously. This was a very strict cultural activity, and if you wanted to belong, you had to be part of this. But of course, for me, I needed artistic activities. And, if I may say so, still with a little envy, the good runners were well loved. Yes, when I grew up, athletic ability was highly regarded. There was little choice for others. My father stopped the car at the sugar plantations in Natal. See the beautiful rolling hills? We were on holiday. We were on the way to Durban, actually. My dad had sold his Morris Minor and bought this brand new Austin. That is Aubrey peeking out the window. And here we are in Durban. I'm so proud of my mom. She was good looking and well built. My parents took good care of us. My mom was there all the time. My dad, of course, behind the camera, watching us. And just look, this is my great-great-grandfather Turin, my father's maternal grandfather. They lived in Pretoria. Visiting my father's parents on their new farm was a treat for all the grandchildren. I didn't realize at the time that my grandparents had been building everything from scratch. Later, the place became quite established. And that is Biliki, the oldest of their grandchildren. My parents both grew up in the town of Pietersburg. The region was known as Northern Transvaal. On this occasion, my father and his 4 brothers and their families visited Opa and Oma on the farm. My father's father, William Lottering, was a stocky man, but very strong. My Opa was a trained cheesemaker. On this occasion, my mom's parents were also visiting. That's my Opa wearing the hat. The cousins were playing games, boxing, and, and the mums were carrying water. I didn't realize they had a well. At another time, we had a picnic in the same area. My mom's sister, Honey, and her family were my favorites. I love these cousins of mine, and their eldest sister, Sari, is still like my own sister.
Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom. In South Africa.
Yes, this is the land of an original Boer republic, the South African Republic. Oh, and we got another car. A series of them actually, DKWs. My family liked fishing. Once my father made me a fishing rod from a stick, and I caught a real fish. It was a proud moment for both of us. Sari was the second oldest of my cousins. She was my mom's sister's eldest daughter. This was her proud wedding day. Here we drove with my mom's brother Rolf and his family to the border of Zimbabwe. And there's a clear picture of my grandfather Corey. He was a tall, skinny man like me. Daar waar mijn sari woont, daaronder in die millis bij die groendoornboom, daar woont mijn sari mare. Daaronder in die millis bij die groendoornboom, daar woont mijn sari mare. Aubrey and I are swimming again, but this time we're a bit older. I was overweight for a while. Growing up was physically difficult. But 2 years later, I was tall and skinny. How do you explain that? I remember this ostrich farm near the town of Oatsworth. We saw it after visiting the Kango Caves. It made a lasting impression on me. Back on the farm, my brother Aubrey loved playing with water. and I loved animals. This was our dog Sparky.
Daar in Marais zal ik ooit weer kunnen zeggen, mijn schat heb ik weer gekregen. En zonder gedal langs die mooie rivierse val, het zij voor oorlogsdagen blij. O, breng mij terug naar die oude Transvaal, daar waar mijn Sarre woont. Daaronder in die milies bij die groendoornboom, daar woont mijn Sarre Marais. Daaronder in die milies bij die groendoornboom, daar woont mijn Sarre Marais.
We were a happy young family, proud of our parents and their friends, the Barfoots. They were our neighbors. This is Ria, Anne, and Joe. And here's Uncle Joe and his beautiful car.
Ik was zo bang dat die kakjes mij zal vangen, ver oor die zee wegstuur. Toen vlug ik naar die kant van die Oppingtonse zand, daaronder bij de grote rivier. O, breng mij terug naar die oude Transvaal, daar waar mijn Sarre woont. Daaronder in die milies bij die groendoornboom, daar woont mijn Sarre Marais.
My father and his friend Joe simply loved the swimming pool. When I see my father move, I think he walked up straight and made a healthy impression. So did Joe. And eventually, I became a self-conscious teenager with long legs. My brother and I worked part-time in our father's business. It put us through university. This was the M1 highway past downtown Johannesburg. In 1972, I could not imagine that I would drive on this highway every day to my job at the SABC. Here we are passing the University of the Witwatersrand. The brown building in the distance was John Foster Square, the police headquarters. This is where Steve Biko died. I made a little film with my cousins Gert and Anneke once. It was about the Christmas story. We only had primitive means, but it recorded our faces when we were teenagers. That's what's important. Ah, those were the days. I kept the films in the original state. This is how I found them. These memories will last for me, and once I am gone, will remain as a record of our family history.